Hey there, Grace Center. Shailey Ratliff here with the thought of the day. I wanted to process today a little bit about the different hot topics that are going on around us and how we're all choosing to handle these kinds of things. I'm somebody who really loves practical steps for how to love the way that Jesus does, so I wanted to discuss some of this today. As we all know, there's a world pandemic going on, and as COVID-19 has been such an issue, there's been more and more big opinions coming up on the right way and the wrong way to handle things, and masks or no masks, opening things up or not, social distancing or not, etc. And then sadly also, we have the racism issue that is just really hard to see unfold. We all know that this is not a new topic, but some of the different films that have been viewed, that have been released lately have been really hard to watch and really hard to see so many of our brothers and sisters struggle through really needing a voice in these things. And so as we've watched this unfold, as we've been seeing different stories unfold on our feeds and things, we've started a conversation in our home where we've talked about what is our part, how do we respond, what do we do, what does it look like to walk this out the way that Jesus would in this time. And so as we've been talking with our kids, we have been talking to them about the fact that we want to be world changers. Starting with Brett and I, we want to look at ourselves first and examine our own hearts on these issues and ask the Holy Spirit to highlight to us anywhere that we're missing it with pride or arrogance or anything that's not fruit of the Spirit. And then beyond that, we're also asking our children to do the same, and we're opening those hard conversations, and we're asking our children to talk to us. You know, what do you see in us? What do you see in the world around you? And so we're examining things in our home first and choosing to press in to letting Jesus show us how to love his people and his world the way that he does. We want to start in our home, but then allow it to roll out from there and be world changers who bring love to this world. But we know that that's not always as easily said as done. So as I went to bed last night, I was just processing with the Lord, like, give me more tools, give me more of your ways to be able to process this out. And this morning when I woke up, because he's so faithful, I just heard the voice of Jesus so sweetly say, the golden rule. And I just kind of chuckled because I thought, of course he's gonna bring it back to the basics and simplify it all over again. And so I wanted to visit the golden rule, and I wanted to remind us adults that this is not just a children's guideline for how to treat each other, but this is actually the gift, the guidance that Jesus himself pointed out from the Levitical law for us and what we're supposed to do with each other. So if you'll join me, we're gonna read from the book of Luke, chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 27. So Jesus is speaking, and he says, "But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. Whoever hits you on the cheek, offer him the other side also, and whoever takes away your coat, do not withhold your shirt from him either. Give to everyone who asks of you, and whoever takes away what is yours, do not demand it back. Treat others the same way you want them to treat you." And there it is, the golden rule, treating others the way that we want to be treated. I think that taking the time to remember that sometimes the starting point is as simple as the golden rule, treating others the way that we want to be treated. I know the way I want to be treated is I want to be given a generous assumption. I want people to be willing to hear me out and listen to my thoughts and my side of the story. But in order to get there, I need to be first willing to listen before speaking. I need to be willing to listen twice as much as I have something to share. And I need to be willing to honor the fact that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody else has something to offer. And I'm not saying that there's not space and place to stand for the convictions that we have and the things that we know are true. There definitely is. But I just want to encourage all of us as we're navigating these times, as we're navigating these really difficult issues like racism and even just COVID-19 and how to handle things, being able to interact with each other in a loving, kind way where we're actually extending to others what we would hope for in receiving ourselves. It's truly Jesus's way. And I think that if we can start with the basics like this, we can actually all be world changers. So I hope this encourages you today. I hope that this blesses you. And I also hope that this starts some really good open conversations between you, your friends, your children, and those around you. I pray this blesses you. You have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.